Father Vogel. We continue the series on St. Jean-Baptiste de la Salle's Meditations in Time of Retreat for Teachers. We're in the fifth meditation, which is that those who are chosen by providence for the education of children must fulfill the functions of guardian angels for them. So he introduced the concept in his first point that teachers are like visible angels to all of the children. They have greater knowledge and can assist them in coming to know the knowledge of God. So let's move to his second point. He says, to be saved does not suffice to be instructed in the Christian truths that are purely theoretical. As we've said already, faith without works is dead, like a body without a soul. Consequently, it is not sufficient to help us achieve our salvation. So we need both the theoretical knowledge he's mentioned, which is just the doctrines of the church themselves, the life of Jesus, but also the practical ones, how to actually live once we know those things. He says, then it is not enough to procure the Christian spirit for children and teach them the mysteries and doctrines of religion. You must also teach them the practical maxims that are found throughout the Holy Gospel. But because they do not yet have a mind sufficiently able to understand and practice these maxims by themselves, you must serve as visible angels to them in two ways. You must help them understand the maxims as set forth in the Holy Gospel, and two, you must guide their steps along that way to lead them to put these maxims into practice. So, what is he saying here? So, children, as we mentioned before, do not have a mind to be able to understand all spiritual realities yet, and so we need to help them to be able to understand those maxims, so come to greater knowledge of how to practically apply what it is that they are learning about God, and two, guide their steps along the path that leads them to put this into practice. So not only teach them how to apply it, but actually walk with them as a kind of visible guardian angel. So in this second point, he's going to focus on the first of those two. And then in the third point, he'll look at the second. So he says, such is the function you ought to perform for your disciples. It is your duty to act toward them as your guardian angels act toward you. You must win them over to the practice of the maxims of the Holy Gospel, and to this end you must give them means that are easy and accommodated to their age. Gradually accustomed to this practice in their childhood, when older they will have acquired these maxims as a kind of habit, and will practice them without great difficulty. So, you as a teacher are like their guardian angel and helping them little by little understand the things of God. Even though we know the fullness of it, we have to reveal it to them in accordance with their age and what is appropriate. And so if we gradually build up those good habits, teaching them to, praying, teaching them to function well at Mass, teaching them to how to pray the Rosary, how to treat one another, correcting them gently, when they argue, or guiding them so that they grow in those things according to what's appropriate to their age. And so they will grow in their habit. So as a visible angel to them, that is what we are to be, leading and guiding them in greater knowledge and action in following God. God bless.